Hello and welcome back to Finbar Builds a Tekkit City. Look at this beast that I made last episode. This is the power plant, and today we're going to start filling it with awesome mumbo jumbleness. That's not a great word. Basically, I'm going to start filling it with the stuff that's going to power up my entire city. Which means I've got a lot of work to do. I've got my work cut out because each one of these sections will have a different power source. And today I set out building 2 power sources and also a substation where the power can be stored and transferred out to other parts of the city wirelessly. So here, I'm laying out the substation outside the edge of the power plant. So this is where the substation is going to be laid. So I was just creating a base out of basalt bricks, the same as the factory's being made out of, not the factory, the power plant's made out of. And this is where all the energy will be stored. So there'll be there are 6 MFSUs here, which is more energy than I'll ever need. I think that's like 28 million energy, whatever the energy units in this game is called. I made a little mistake when building this. I didn't quite line it up in the center of the unit, so it looks a bit dodgy. But I kind of fixed it anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. But it always pays. Count your blocks when you're building. So always remember to count your blocks, because otherwise, if something is off center and if you create something huge, like, I mean, this little platform took me like 10 minutes maybe. It is a pain in the arse when you set it all out and then you realise it's 1 block to the left or right of where you want it to be. So it's always worth checking that out. So here I'm just putting some red lights around the edge to like show danger, high voltage. I put fences up around the edges so that nobody can climb in and accidentally kill themselves by the ridiculous amount of energy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It looks, I made it look fairly menacing and sort of stay away kind of look, and that's my aim really with fences. So now I think this is where I start building up the MFSUs in the middle. So I have to use the wrench to change the direction of them round, so the energy, especially the energy will be sucked out from the bottom one all the way to the top. I think that's pretty much how it'll work. And did I go 4? No, I didn't go 4. I went 3 in the end. And glass fiber cables can take the high voltage energy, so it's fine. And here I made like a transformer section so that I could have all the different voltages, so high, medium, and low, going to different like outputs, so that I could transfer the high energy on one frequency, the low energy on the other, and the medium on another. So that's what all the cables and the transformers hang out everywhere. And I later found out teleport pipes and that, they only work if you're sending energy directly to a machine, I think. I don't think you can send energy the other way. So I may have to change this later, but it'll work if I'm sending it to like a pump, I think, or something like that. So, but otherwise I may have to send this as wires underground, which is a bit of a pain, but because you can't teleport energy into another MFSU, which I was trying to do it earlier and for some reason it didn't work, so I'm not sure why. So I'm just like filling it out. I think it looks like a substation. When you look at it, it looks like you wouldn't want to walk in there by accident. And so now I'm starting work on the nuclear reactor. So I decided to dig it out underground, as I said I was going to. And here you can see I didn't quite set it in the middle of the room, so it looks a bit naff, as it were. But I leveled it out in the end and it was fine. So I'm sort of tunnel underground, and there's like a 2-way tunnel that I build, where I can walk down into the nuclear reactor chamber, which is I just dig out slowly. And I think it looks quite good in the end. So we're just making these tunnels and steps down. You want it deep underground just in case it explodes. You don't want to have a risk of it. And I'm using the green lamps every now and then to light up the area. And the other side, I mimic it. So the green lamps. And heading down the stairs again. Filling all that in, all the walls, all the sides. Then I join the 2 tunnels up underneath and fill it all in. And I put some green lights on the roof to the entrance of the nuclear reactor chamber. Fill all the floor in, and I start digging out the chamber. And I use the destruction catalyst a lot for this, because it took me quite a while to do. Well, it would have otherwise, because it was such a huge area that I ended up digging out underground. and I layer it up as white because the reactor needs to be clean. There cannot be any dirt in the reactor. It's got to be a sterile zone where scientists only are allowed. So I made it out of marble because I thought that was the perfect sort of material. It's just like a sort of a sterile colour. I didn't think black would work or any other stone bricks, so I decided to go for marble. I thought it would look the best. And here I'm destruction catalysting out. And this room ends up being really big. But you'll see that as I progress. So I can't really decide how wide I want it at this point. I'm just sort of digging out and sort of getting a rough shape. I have no idea how big I want this. And I basically just keep making it bigger and bigger and bigger, pretty much, until I think it's the right size. Because we end up putting 2 nuclear reactor chambers in here, so yeah. And I hope you enjoy the music as well. Some more of Rory's music that I borrowed. He doesn't mind. I should probably put Rory's, I'll put Rory's channel in the description because you may not know my brother for this games. He's got his own channel as well. I think he said he wants to make more videos, but he doesn't have many subscribers at the moment. So go and subscribe to him. I'll put his link in the channel description actually. And now I'm just putting in ceiling lights in a sort of circular pattern. Well, as circle as you can get in Minecraft really. And this is like the center point of the room. And the reactor chambers end up being on either side of this. So I'm just filling it all in with marble. I really like the colour green. I think it fits really, really well, especially with nuclear, obviously, as the uranium is green. Well, I don't think it's green in reality. I think it's actually sort of a black sort of metallic colour. I don't think it actually is ever green. I don't know where it got the colour green from, but because I've seen documentaries, because I'm a very sad person. Hence why I have time to build this massive nuclear reactor underground. So I'm just digging out more of the walls. And I end up making it so it's level with the opposite, like it's perfectly symmetrical basically. I made it so that each side of the room is exactly the same size. So there's not an odd number of blocks on one side to the other. Because just those little details you really do notice when on a big scale you're like, oh wow, this room doesn't look right because it needs to be like 3 blocks longer or whatever because you didn't pay attention and didn't put it in properly. So and then here I'm just sort of I decided that I wanted to try and make the reactor go into the floor in the center and have a central reactor with glass all around it. But when I laid it out, I realised that there was an odd number of blocks. And when I tried to actually put the reactor down, it wasn't centered. It didn't look right. So in the end, I ended up removing that because I mean, it just for me to spend all that time building that room and not have a centered nuclear reactor, it just seemed pointless to me. So I ended up filling in that hole. See, look, it's not in the center of the hole, so it doesn't really work. So I ended up filling this in, and then I ended up deciding putting the reactors on either side of the room instead of directly in the centre, and I think it ends up looking a lot better like that anyway. And also I realised that to make this look right, so the reactors are in the centre of the sides, I changed the lighting on the roof so that it's 3 wide instead of 2 wide. So at the front here you can see it's 2 lamps on that centre bit, and there it's 3. I had to make it 3 wide so it's actually an odd number of blocks so that the reactors could actually be put in a central block. I also have the same problem again, just in these side bits, and I didn't want that. So I'm just hollowing it out, putting green strip lights either side. Layering in the floor, putting in the back wall, and now I put the reactor in this like chamber at the side. Like so. And then I put some reinforced glass because that is actually protective against explosions. So it's actually got a practical use as well as looking pretty cool. And I got destruction catalyst out the other side as well. Fill in the back wall. Fill in the sides with lighting. Put the floor in, and then I put the reactors on top again. So perfectly symmetrical. And I think it looks really good, the chamber. They look good like that, I think. Right, now I start work on what will be geothermal power. So I think we're going to do 2 or 3 power sources. Well, we do 2 in this episode because I did with the substation. I'll probably do 3 power sources for the next episode. So what I'm doing is I'm building a condenser which will use energy collectors to collect energy and transform, or like transmute lava cells, and those lava cells will in turn be pumped into geothermal generators, and then that geothermal energy will be sent to the substation. In the end I had to wire that in, which was kind of a pain, but I managed to do it under the ground so no one could see it. Just putting fences around it, filling like broken glass, and I put the geothermal generators down here. And I tried to use energy links to teleport the energy, but apparently you can't teleport the energy to anything other than something that uses Buildcraft energy. Okay, so now we're in our factory on the ground floor, actually ground level, not first person perspective. So I'm going to show you what I did. So in the end, these like geothermal generators had to have the teleport parts removed. So instead, we've got the condenser, which is condensing an absolute ton. Oh my god, it's condensing loads. And I forgot to put a relay in. So I put a Mark III relay in, and it's producing an absolute ton of these. So we're going to go and turn this on. So it pumps the lava cells to the oh, I have to break this. Oh god damn it! Break that. Oh, there's no lever. I thought I had a lever. Well, that's good. Right, so I need to get myself a lever, or leather, and some stone pipe just to fix this. I just broke. Oh damn it! Transport. That's what it's called, isn't it? Transport pipe. Stone transport pipe. Wait, it's cobblestone transport pipe, I think. And we'll put that. Yeah. So we'll turn this on. This will start pumping all the. It should start pumping the lava cells out. And while it's doing that, yeah. While those are pumping to the geothermal generators to get it going, oh, I will go and show you the nuclear reactor, because I've made a few changes so it's not so bland and open out. Oh god, I've still forgotten to fill in those holes, but I'll do that at some point. So let's go down here. So this is what it actually looks like, and you see this like offset block where I didn't line it up properly. That was a bit of a problem. So we'll go down the stairs, and we'll go into the nuclear reactor chamber. Dun dun dun. So we've got a sort of reception area here, where I might put some testificates later if I get a decent skin. Maybe a scientist testificate. If someone decides to make a texture pack for me once this map's done, that'd be awesome. So I can put onto it. The nuclear reactors, I decided in the end to make them non-functional because the reason for this is they're so unstable and I don't have to set them up properly, and I really don't want this place to explode. I did consider putting bedrock all around it, but I figured that would take forever. And we're going to get so much power from all the other sources, I thought I'd leave this place as sort of like a cosmetic area. It looks quite nice. So here you can see where I adjusted the lights so it's centered. And I put some computers and stuff back here to make it look like a realistic kind of zone. So we got computers and a nice chair using the half blocks. Oh god, it goes into the bit looks a little bit dodgy from this angle, but it's fine. And the computers that don't do anything, and some screens. Can I adjust this? I don't know how to get screens to display. Oh god. Hello. Hello world. Oh. I don't want to break it. Break the game. So and so these are actually non-functional. They don't do anything. I don't know how to use computer craft. Oh, and I put little wooden panels here to make a different touch. So our hard-working testificates will be running the non-existent nuclear reactor. I wouldn't want them running a real one. Jesus, they'd probably blow us all up. So let's head out of here. I could also put some more decoration here, but I think it looks nice and scientific and labby like this, and I don't really want to change it. I think it looks good. So I'm going to head out of here, around the other way to prove that I did both sides, although you saw in the video. Back up the stairs. La-di-da-di-da. Oh, I need to go this way to show you the substation and go through it like bit by bit, like in first person. So, these are the cables coming from the geothermal generators, and they should be switched on soon. Once the lava cells... Oh, look, they're going through. They are being pumped through us. That's good. Are they only going through one way? No, they're going through both ways, so that's fine. So, I'll show you up a close view. So, we've got the 3 MFSUs here. One on top of the other, and energy should be, yep, energy's gone to the top one as it should. So the bottom 2 should be empty, completely empty. Oh, should be completely empty. Yep, they're empty. and that's got energy, but it hasn't transferred out yet. Now these teleport pipes, I can use the medium. So we've got a medium volt transformer, high, medium, low, and I can use these, but I have to send it to like quarries. I might actually use a quarry for the factory, so I might use one of these. Like I might use the high voltage one to send energy to the quarry. But the rest of them I'm gonna have to turn into standard cables. So you can see that it looks very, very power planty, and I think it's quite good. So let's go back inside and see if the geothermal generators are turned on yet. Oh, here come the lava cells, the first one. Which way you gonna go? Oh, there's 3 in here already. But it hasn't turned on yet. That's odd. And there's some in here and some in here, but it's decided not to turn on. I think it might need. Wait, did they go into the? Ah, okay, right. So I've made an error here. The pipe seems to go into the bottom, or the top. So let's just fix that quickly, actually. So there we go. They're actually generating energy now. So the cells need to go into different spots. So let's just break this pipe here and let's get them into the. I think it's into the top anyway. Oh god, loads are coming to this one. So I want to. Oh god, make sure it works. La da da da. So I made a little mistake there, but I mean it's quite complicated to get them right. So I forgot that you have to put them in certain areas, but it's actually producing energy. So if I go over to the and this is infinite as well. So I don't need to. Once this is set up, I can just leave this running and it will produce infinite power for our city, which is great. It makes life so much easier. I'm going to get other systems like this as well that just produce infinite energy. I might do the one where we get infinite power from using blaze rods and condensing them. So if I go to this, there we go. The energy's going up now from the generator. So it does work. So I just need to set up the pipes so they're going properly. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Next time, I'll probably do high voltage solar. Oh, there's a bit of block missing in the roof there. I should have put that in. High voltage solar arrays. I might do combustion engines if I can find some oil slicks somewhere. And so combustion engines I can use the teleport pipes, which is good. And what else? I think that's about it. Well, teleport pipe. I mean, can't think. Combustion engines, high voltage solar arrays. I can't think. I might make a cobblestone generator in here. Actually, that'd be really cool to make one of them. But yeah. Other than that, give me some posts what energy sources I should put in here, and come back for the next part and I'll build them. So yeah, for now, thanks for watching. Goodbye.